This is the Business Experience Show, where we connect those who want to know more about digital marketing, social media, and business strategy with entrepreneurs who are succeeding in today's marketplace. Follow our blog, join our online network, or connect with us at thebusinessexperienceshow.com. And now, your host, Lisa Caprelli.
Welcome to the Business Experience Show. Here with me is producer Brian Gapps and the president of Quintessential Financial, Scot Shier. She's changing lives in business and beyond with her program, 9 Ways to Win. Welcome, Paris Alexander Hough.
Hi, thank you.
Hi, Paris. There are different types of business motivational coaches, and we've had, in fact, interviewed several of them about their methods and strategies. But I want to step back and cover your background a little bit, because you've overcome personal tragedy and adversity more than a couple of times throughout your life. Has your ability and the understanding required to transform your mental state and your situation time and time again made this career choice the obvious path for you?
Absolutely. It's very challenging to come over a physical abuse marriage for 12 years, beat obesity, lost 85 pounds, and the mindset that goes behind it and how your life radically changes by your circumstances. So in my own personal life, having overcome such tragic experiences and overcome the outcomes and focusing on things in a positive nature and how I can overcome this has been key to the core of my success because I've been there.
Well, Paris, you've also been in some of the most envious positions working with one of the top motivational speakers in America. So tell us from that experience, what kind of lessons have you learned? How have you grown from doing that?
It was an incredible opportunity to take my personal career to a whole nother level. Working with people that always want to achieve more and get more out of life is exciting. It kind of sounds like the majority of everybody that I've ever met and the core reason why people are there. But what I've noticed when you go to those events is when you're going to achieve something in this day and age, you're given a system and a book and a series of things that you need to do in order to accomplish this success. And I don't know about you, I don't have a lot of time, and being a mother of 5 children now, during that time I was a single mom of 3 children, raising them on my own. You don't have all that time. So to be that person that goes to these things and successfully gain what you want in your life.
So what did you learn from that now you're able to help people transform their lives? Oh my goodness, I'm so glad you asked me that question.
I've learned simplicity works. I've learned that if you are a busy woman like myself and you are an overachiever and nobody gets you and you've been through so much, and when you think you don't have another ounce of energy to move forward, keeping it simple really works, and taking things one day at a time and really getting to the core of what the problem is, which is self, which is what's in your mind. I believe the mind component is the most important piece of anyone's success in their life.
And you're also a licensed neuro-linguistic programmer.
Yes.
What's that?
That's the study of human behavior, and it actually is the core of motivational speaking. A lot of the big motivational speakers out there earn this license because it actually teaches you about the subconscious mind and the different levels. And if you are somebody that is about the energy and bringing in good energy, this is where it comes from.
And you say that, and it's funny because I don't really encounter the words love and emotion in business marketing, but your approach isn't really a focus on business coaching, but more of a whole life approach.
Absolutely, because you can't separate your professional and personal life, although people say you can, because the truth is, if you are hurting financially and I was able to show you how to get control in that area, would that help your personal life?
Right.
Absolutely,
Sure.
Yeah. Because you'll have more confidence and more passion when you come home. You feel better about yourself.
Intertwined.
And in your family, that everybody can feel it. You become a better spouse, a better parent, a better friend, and a better leader in a company.
So you're listing off a whole list of things, and I know that you've kind of developed a list of areas that help you in that whole growth
Yes,
Can you talk
I
about that? What, you have a program?
Yes, I have. In keeping it simple, I've called my company PAC University, which stands for Passion, Attitude, and Confidence. That is the simplest way to be completely fulfilled in every day and every second of your life. The 9 ways to win it starts out with love, is having passion on purpose. Being passionate about where you're at. Maybe you're not happy where you are, but you'll be passionate about where you're going. And the second one is having confidence, having clarity. If you have clarity in your life, would that not give you confidence? Instead of being lost or I'm not sure why I do the things that I do.
Now, I know you're going to go through each of the 9 steps. I want to hear them, but one thing, sometimes we get a long laundry list like that, and it's like, oh, great, I got a laundry list, and then you forget what the first 3 were after you hear the last 3.
Right.
But you've got also a unique way of teaching these to us, don't you?
Yes, I do. I hold an event once a month. It's usually the last Tuesday of every single month on the calendar. In Orange County will be June 25th. And what I do is I teach these concepts one at a time. And it's in a fun mixer environment, like a networking environment. And my specialty is really to build relationships in a fun environment. And I try to keep it I do that on purpose because I want to keep it as real as it can be in our real life.
See, and I want to market it to the guys because the first one is the seminar on love.
We all need love.
That's right.
Love. You got to love what you do. You got to love who you are. You got to love who you believe in.
And while the core of your event goes well beyond business needs, they also generate business leads. And how does that happen at 9 Ways to Win?
I believe in my system so much that I guarantee 9 leads for anybody who attends any event, for each attendee. Not only will I give you the leads, but I'll show you how to convert them into clients.
Wow. And then your one-on-one in-depth sessions, and in that format, that's part of the PAC University, right?
Yes.
And tell us about that.
One-on-one life coaching?
Yes.
That is something that I do exclusive for those who are really interested on taking their career and life to a whole nother level.
And I assume that they do that in conjunction with still attending the 9 Ways to Win, so it kind of all dovetails together?
Absolutely. You always want to be around people growing your business and getting those clients.
Perfect. So we learn and encourage each other. And you said the first 2 steps in that was love and then confidence, and then you've got some more steps?
The next step would be emotional fitness, where I teach mental balance. Then the next one is on understanding, which is the patience. Mm-hmm. Patience is power. Learning how to be patient in a very impatient situation or amongst impatient people.
You had to learn patience with 3 kids, I'm sure.
You had to learn a lot of patience. And then we talk about less stress. When you have more possibilities in life, you have less stress. Majority of people are stressed out because they only have one way to make a living. They don't have options. They don't have many talents, or so they believe that they don't have many talents. So this is teaching you how to open the possibilities and see self in a different light.
Excellent.
Then there's mind management. Mind management talks about self-control, networking skills, which is the art of creating and converting leads, better relationships, mending and building relationships, and finally, of course, sales training, which is one of my favorites, is results through action.
But obviously it looks like steps that all build on themselves to that final climax.
Absolutely. It's called 9 Ways to Win. So if you come to just one of the events and just get a grasp of one way, that will radically change your
What kind
life.
of people come to this mixer? And you said again it's June 25th. And for more information, we're talking with Paris Alexander Hough. You can go to your website, 9ways2win.com. 9 is the number and 2 is the number, 9ways2win.com. So what kind of people attend your event?
If you are someone who wants to grow your business or get personal development and doesn't have time to add on another event, I think this would be really good for you. If this is someone who is looking to open another idea or an opportunity to change maybe the course of their life, this is the event for you. If you are somebody that is stuck or heartbroken or can't seem to get over what has happened to you, the 9 Ways to Win is a place for you.
And Paris, when asked about what advice you would give others who might professionally follow in your footsteps, you gave a reply that sort of touches on that, which was start with forgiveness of self, your past and your present.
Yes.
It's sort of different than the usual advice that we get.
You know, a lot of times we are created by the circumstances that happen to us.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times we run out of patience to really understand, why did that happen to me? So when you put yourself in a bigger place to be more understanding and be in a more forgiving place, you become more positive because you really understand what happened. And okay, so it happened to me. That doesn't mean life is over for me, but it gives you an opportunity to move on. A lot of people are not moving on in life because they're stuck. And it starts with forgiveness, maybe of regrets, things that you have done in your life or things that others have done for you. No matter what it is, if it's coming from a place of negative, you're always going to get a negative result. So I truly believe to start with peace and start with forgiveness.
Well, I know you've shared a little bit that you've got a lot that you have overcome from your past, but you also have a great phrase that I love, is that work doesn't have to be hard. And how is work not hard?
When you love what you do.
It's not hard work, right?
It's not hard work when you love what you do.
Yeah.
Give us this. I'm sure you have many stories where you've helped other people. Can you give us one that comes to mind in which you've helped someone overcome adversity?
Yes. I've been working with someone, and she's somebody that I had met at a networking mixer.
Mm-hmm.
And when I went to this networking mixer, she was on the verge of tears. I mean, you can just tell by in her eyes, she was just ready to cry. And she was, so when I had spoken with her, I had suggested that maybe life coaching is good for you. So she took me up on it, and we've been working one-on-one. And she had a certain belief that she was a bad communicator. And when I was working with her, she felt like her whole life she was told that she was a bad communicator, and she's in an environment, you're in a networking environment where you're supposed to communicate.
Right.
That is the number one requirement, right?
Right.
But when you have an internal belief that you are a bad communicator, obviously that's going to put a lot of stress on you. So it's talking to her and spending some sessions with her, she had discovered that over the years she's not a bad communicator, and completely turned the belief around.
You're a very authentic person, by the way. It comes through in just sitting here with you, meeting with you, Paris. So I could see where people like authenticity.
Yeah,
right?
You could tell she's emotionally in touch with the message. It means a lot. One thing that I know also means a lot to our kids, but one of the things that I thought was really cool is looking at Paris's programs and what she's developing. She's also developing for those teens that are becoming adults, of which I've got 5 that are 17. And so how do they transition into adulthood? And you have a program for that.
Yes, I've created a program called Corporate Teen that I'm looking for sponsors to support me with this. It's a free program that I like to bring in young adults because my heart is for them. And it's regarding the transition. It teaches the transition between high school into corporate America. And the number one thing I start with the children is love, is understanding, is mending and building, because it's tough to be a teenager in the first place.
So where could someone find more information about this?
My website, 9waystowin.com. It's the number 9, the word ways, the number 2, win.com.
Well, thanks for sharing your message with us, Paris.
Thank
Isn't that fun?
It was a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. I can't wait to come
great.
see you June 25th. 9waystowin.com. It's your networking mixer, and tell us who it's for again.
It's for everybody who wants more out of life, who wants to get a new passion for life, who wants to increase sales, who wants better relationships with their partner, with their children, with their friends, anybody who wants more out of life. This is the place for you. You want a crazy boost of passion, energy, a good attitude and confidence. Come talk to me.
Paris will bring that to you.
Absolutely.
So to learn more about Paris Alexander Hough, PAC University, and 9 Ways to Win, just go to her website, 9waystowin.com. And PAC, PAC stands for Passion, Attitude, and Confidence.
Yes, it does.
You're listening to the Business Experience Show on Angels Radio, AM 830 KLAA. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Paris. I'm Lisa. We'll be back.
Awesome.
Angels Radio, AM 830.
Don't miss Orange County's Entrepreneur Idol, where local entrepreneurs will compete for your vote to win $20,000 in cash and prizes. On June 13th, the Prosperity Center will host this exciting event where Ash Kumra will be our keynote speaker. Proceeds from the night's activities will support the Prosperity Center, a fiscally sponsored project of local Orange County nonprofit 1OC. Get your tickets today for the first ever Entrepreneur Idol. Go to theprosperitycenter.org. That's prosperitycenter.org.
Philosophy number 72, know your customers.
It sounds simple, yet to thrive, you must always know your customers, who they are, what they want, why they need you. Only then can you construct a compelling message that resonates, motivates, and stimulates action, strengthening your connection, solving their problem, and growing your bottom line.
Know your customers from Orange Label Art and Advertising, generating thriving brand leaders. Orange